Did you know that the Silicon Valley elite are panic breeding white babies? Hi, my name is Rachel Donald. I'm a climate corruption journalist and the creator of Planet Critical. So let's talk about how elites like Elon Musk are saying that population collapse is a bigger catastrophe and threat than climate change. Population growth is either stagnating or on the decline in many developed countries around the world. In these countries, you've also got populations that tend to live longer. Put those two things together and you've got an economy that needs to provide for its elderly population whilst there aren't enough labourers being born to fulfill its needs. One quick and easy solution, of course, would be to accept any one of the numerous refugees fleeing their countries. But the philosophy of elites is, well, we don't want those kinds of people being brought into our economies. That's why there's this new trend in Silicon Valley elites to get together and produce as many white, upper middle class babies as they can. This is called long-term thinking, allegedly, and it's all down to effective altruism. Effective altruism is the philosophy that Sam Bankman-Fried subscribed to. You know, the crypto guy who crashed the market. Anyway, it was created by a British philosopher called Will MacAskill. And the initial idea was very interesting. It was all about how to use your money effectively, but it quickly morphed into something else. Part of MacAskill's long-termism is saying that in the future there will be trillions and trillions of unborn humans after we have colonized every other possible planet in the universe, and that we owe them a future. However, because the unborn trillions massively outnumber the 8 billion alive today, it means that these Silicon Valley elites can continue to justify ripping minerals and materials out of the Earth's crust and ignoring the suffering of the very many people who exist today because they are working on the technology and the innovation and the infrastructure that will secure the future for the trillions of unborn humans. They are saving the world. Just not this one. And it gets even worse. Simone and Malcolm Collins are both ex-Silicon Valley types, and they've created pronatalist.org, where they're encouraging people of their class and their ilk to have more white babies. They've even created a matchmaking website where rich white people who want to have a load of children can meet other rich white people who want to have a load of children. Simone and Malcolm Collins are trying to have 10 children, and they plan on indoctrinating each of those 10 to have another 10. And they hope to represent about 10% of the United States population in the next 100 years. They have openly said that it's better to invest in the education of the 0.1% than the lower 50%. So they firmly believe that only people like them can save the world, and that's why they have to have lots of babies. Their whole thought process completely lacks any class or structuralist critique about how and why privilege allows access to certain spaces and allows certain people to become more influential than others. It also completely abdicates responsibility for the billions around the world who are living in abject poverty thanks to the consumption of the elites in the West. And this is why I think the elite are panic breeding white babies. In order to maintain our very luxurious lifestyles in the global north, we need the minerals and the materials from the global south, and we need the political precarity that cheap labor provides in order to maintain our cultural dominance. In other words, we wouldn't get to live in the way that we do if there weren't children suffering in the world. And rather than equitably distributing resources, these people would rather maintain their dominance at the expense of the majority. These people aren't trying to save the planet. They're trying to save their own skin. Go to planetcritical.com to learn more and subscribe.